Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time now for our Sunday Coffee with Conti right here on our Corvette channel. Before we get started today, and today's show is actually by your request, got to give a big shout out to my friend D. Anthony. Just started a new t-shirt company, 713apparel.com, and look at this cool C8 Z06 t-shirt. Yes, it's in rapid blue too. I really like that. Not wearing a t-shirt underneath. This is a great quality. Feels really good against your skin. Fits well. It's an extra large. Ricky is an extra large, believe it or not. Used to be a double X. And D, I'll tell you what, you did a great job. I don't know if you offer other colors or not. We probably need some more colors, but the rapid blue is cool. Thanks for the free one, man. I already jumped on the website and ordered one for Ryan as well. Let me get a little closer one more time just so you guys can see this beautiful, super cool C8 Z06 Corvette t-shirt. 713apparel.com. Support my buddy, D. Anthony. And today we're drinking coffee for my friend Darren and his wife Missy stopped by. This is Ernst Concrete, a concrete way to start your day. It actually is good coffee. Thanks, Darren. So I've been telling you guys on the channel, I'm planning to go to Houston. And you're like, when are you going to do that? I still don't know, and here's the difficulty. I've got one car here right now that's been waiting, and they've been so understanding. John and Nancy from Idaho. Car came in, I think, middle part of December. Had weather going through the country, then you had the holidays, so shipping's been all jacked up. It's about to be shipped anytime soon, and I really want to be here to load that car and share this awesome spec that John and Nancy ordered. So stay tuned for that. So I'm trying to schedule that in. More importantly, I've got another allocation cycle coming up for January, and yet we don't even have the January allocation numbers. And when that occurs, it's a very short window and it requires an incredible amount of time. So I can't be on the road when that happens. So it's either going to be sometime in January or at the beginning of February. And get this, we're not flying to Houston. Ryan wants to drive. So this is going to be one last cool road trip in Ricky's Rapid Blue, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. We're actually going to Houston to celebrate the very first Z06 delivery. So again, today's show is by your request. Last week on the show, I shared with you the record number of times I went to Bowling Green. That really was a thrill for me. But you guys wanted to see a little bit more of a highlight from last year. So I'm going to share with you now the top 22 videos from our YouTube channel. And last year was kind of different. And why is that? Because last year, everybody was trying to get back to some normalcy, get out of the house. You weren't spending as much time in front of the computer and on YouTube. And even though we've had, a lot of people I've talked to on YouTube, their views are down, subscribers are down, but even with the millions of views that we had on our channel last year, the unique little hyper-targeted market that we have with Corvette, we still had a watch time, an average watch time, of nearly 10 minutes per video. There's guys out there that would kill for that. So when I talk about the involvement and the engagement of our audience, you guys are doing a fantastic job. And when I say thank you for being here, I mean thank you for being here. So let's share some highlights from our top 22 videos on this channel of 2022. But first, I got a couple honorable mentions. Let's start at number 25. This is a video I did on a step-by-step analysis that I do each and every time when I prepare a Corvette to ship to you guys. And that way, the driver's mat is also protected in the shipping process. Now, the sill has a plastic piece right here, as you guys know, and I leave that on too, just for you and for the driver, just to cut down any scuff opportunities, especially if somebody gets a rock in the bottom of their shoe and then would scuff that across here. So you can take this off when you get the car, but I always leave that on. I always leave the plastic that's on the infotainment screen. Even when you guys are here picking up the car, I leave that on there because I'm touching the screen going through it, and I don't want to goober it all up, so I'll let you do that. I'll leave it like that when I ship the car too, so when you guys get it, you can just get up in here and you can just peel it off if you wish to do so. And here's another honorable mention. This is video number 24. It was the last white C8 Corvette delivered with Morello red interior, and I was so honored to be there with Chris and Marianne.
And I built this car, what, 20, 50 times. Started with white, went to silver, went to red,
Right.
When you said today's the order, I went, oh, white.
Right.
So all that work was just white. With
You do all
red.
those builds, and then you're like, wait a minute, I actually have to make a decision? Oh yeah, now we have to push the button. Well, hang on a second. Let me call Mary Ann. How much time do I have? I need to know right now.
Oh, shush.
Welcome to the National Corvette Museum. Happens every time. So we actually have a storage issue, and I just offered as it here. Let me take the toys home with me. He lives close to the dealership. That way they can put their luggage in the car and proceed with their trip. All right, for Chris and Mary Ann in Ohio, we've got to send off back from the National Corvette Museum. And a low wing, we're going to rub that sucker too, man. Yeah, congratulations. Honorable mention video on most viewed videos last year on the channel. Video number 23 is also when I went to the National Corvette Museum with Ryan and his family from Texas. You want to talk about a dream come true, and I love his custom badge inside as well as the license plate that he put on his car. All direct respect and honor to Corvette. Very nice spec, Ryan. You know how to order a car, man. Looking forward to meeting you. This guy, man, he dressed up for the occasion. You gotta love that, man.
It's a special moment, right? No, when I was 9 years old, I was so infatuated with this vehicle that I would take my grandfather's popular mechanics magazines.
Oh yeah, remember those?
And I would take a scaling ruler and I would draw out the Corvettes and scale them up onto a drafting table. And then from there, I would transpose those kind of things like the interior of the C4 and stuff like that onto cardboard, cut them out, tape the stuff together, and at 9 years old I had my own C4 in the living room. I'd sit in there.
Oh my gosh. He's got two special plates. One's gonna be the license plate. What's that all about?
So Zora Dream, it's my Texas license plate that I'm put on there, and of course that's homage to Zora Arcostunta.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, that's kind of nice. Where'd you get that?
I wondered.
And then inside the personal plaque, a lot of people, well, let me back up. Most of my audience will probably know what you're talking about. This goes back to the beginning of everything. What does your personal plaque say?
Tacos. No.
I finally got somebody I love tacos. Thank you, Ryan. All right, what is it?
I actually put Project Opal, which was the code name that Harley put together before the Corvette had its name, so nobody knew what was going on in the early 50s before the 53 came out.
Project Opal. You got to give me a picture of that. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
What an honor to be here with you and your family.
Thank you for coming down.
You were so fun to deal with on the phone. I told you, I said, hey, if I can break away, even if I just come down here to shake your hand and that's it, I'm cool. Man, I really love sharing all these moments with you guys. Thanks for joining us. Today's Coffee with Conti, by your request, the top 22 viewed videos from 2022 right here on our Corvette channel. Number 22 was Michael from Florida when he picked up his beautiful Rapid Blue convertible. We showcased all the great accessories he put on the car. His dad joined us, and he had one smoking hot exhaust on that car as well.
She did a great job. Basically everything, high wing, everything stayed the same. It's just the convertible, and we had no choice but to change the exterior paint.
He's got some ads. We'll talk about some ads here in just a second. Let me just see if we're going to get run over by the UPS truck first. And I think we are, so hang on. I mean, I got to hang on. You guys just stay right there. I'll edit in the part where we're still talking. Michael is a designer for his job, and I think that he needs to be working with Chevrolet, because here's a little bit of what he's done to his car. He likes to take it and then just, you know, a lot of you guys like to make the car your own.
For sure.
That's exactly what you did. Are these BC forged as you did on the previous one?
Yep, just a two-piece wheel this time.
Video number 21 on our top 22 of 22 from last year, a Tech Tuesday segment when I was talking in detail about applying the ceramic coating to my Corvette. Should I or shouldn't I ceramic coat my car and then put a PPF film protection over the ceramic coating?
So a lot of the PPF guys are going to have a lot of trouble
getting the PPF to tack to the paint if it's coated.
Right.
But certain edges like this, where the PPF actually has to contour and stick, especially on leading edges, they have to add a tack solution. But what happens with the coating is if they try to apply PPF, a lot of it's not going to stick on these edges, so then they are using a tack solution on all these edges going along, you know, the contours.
Right.
So if you do ever need to remove that PPF with all that tack solution under there, it's going to be a big problem. It's going to be pretty expensive. It's going to be pretty labor
It's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, video number 20 on our channel last year. You guys really are into the Corvette market updates, and this is one that I didn't want to deliver the message. I was just shocked, but it was again a result of the parts issues that continued. But we had accepted orders, and then they went back in and were taking parts off accepted sold orders, not stock orders, and the cars weren't being built as you guys requested. I told you guys before that the parts issue is a bigger issue than you realize right now. We have accepted orders, so allocations released and sent to General Motors. Now I got notice today that they're taking parts off an accepted order car. That I have a problem with. I know we have a parts issue, but you accepted an order. These are sold orders. This is not a stock order. These are for customers. Find a way to get that done, and you're pulling stuff off. Sorry, we can't build that. Yeah, that was a tough one. Video number 19 on our channel last year was another Corvette market update from September talking about allocations and the Z06 VIP program. Lots of drama around Z06 this whole year. You're going to see more videos coming up, but a lot of people were wrong about this VIP program. Okay, let's talk about one more thing, and here's why I think you guys are wrong. All right, because everybody's all up in arms over Z06 and you can't get yours. And how come VIPs are getting cars? Here's what you need to understand. This is a Chevrolet product. If you own a, let's say you own a candy shop, you make candy, and you just decide that you're going to give a nice client a free box of candy, or you're going to extend this guy a free this and free that from your shop because it's your shop. You choose to do that as a way to prospect, and the guy says, hey, well, some good candy. I'm going to buy some candy from these people. Okay, so you kind of get where I'm going with this. It's Chevrolet's car. It's a product that they make. They can disperse it as they see fit. Who are we to say about the VIP program? You're just ticked off because you can't get a car. This is their show. This is their product. And if they choose to extend an opportunity to a celebrity, a sports star, say, hey, you're going to have an opportunity to buy this car and put you to the front of the line. It's hard to get, but we want to make sure that you get a car. Even right now, they can't even extend those VIPs to the people they'd like to because they can't get the parts because of the orders being stopped and all that kind of stuff. And yes, some YouTubers, influencers, as they say from Chevrolet, they're utilizing because it's cheaper advertising. That's what they choose. It's their product, and how they want to disperse it is their choice, not for us to question. Coffee with Conti continues. Welcome to the show, everybody. And this is by your request. You wanted to see the top 22 highlights from the videos we uploaded in 2022. All the links we're talking about will be down below in the description in case we're talking about one. You said, oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, by all means, check it out. Here's number 18. Again, more Z06 conversation we were sharing with you as we were waiting for pricing information. We had just a little bit of stuff there, and we were also talking about some of the new features and accessories that were just coming available that nobody else had showed you yet. And a quick note, if you're going to order the Spyder Tech Bronze wheels, make sure you order the VW9 Tech Bronze center caps, or your wheels are going to look like crap. So make sure you get that. So some of this other stuff you've already seen before, but down here I want to note the SG1, the Z06 badge on the side of the car in edge red. And look at this hot picture on a red mist car. That's really cool, man. That's neat. And that same emblem you can get in the torch red as well. Here's another one that's going to be an exclusive, probably the first time a lot of us have seen this. I know it's the first time I've seen it, is because people are asking, say, hey, what is this Jake C8R rear hash graphic? Well, there it is, guys. Look at that. It's got the Corvette emblems that kind of go upside down and intertwine and interlock with each other, the C8R. Oh, man, I remember this one. We share a lot of great moments on the channel with you guys, and we also learn from that. Number 17 last year is when Jared went to the drag strip with his C8 Corvette, and he wrecked his car.
And that's why I like your channel, because you you get it.
And because of scheduling, I wasn't able to get on track and drive. So I sat there, and truly, subconsciously, I was like, what if I lose control of my car and I hit the wall? Or what if another guy loses control and he hits me? That was like my biggest fear of drag racing, but I kind of wanted to do it just once. My thing is really, as people see on the channel, I'm more into the low-speed autocross and really into the road course autocrossing, which is so much fun, feeling the finesse of a C8. But you had your C8, you went out there, and the wreck that you had wasn't necessarily your fault.
I didn't even know that the track was open. I heard it was. Perfect. Let me go make a few passes, and I'm going to head over to Buckeye Lake and jump on my boat.
Oh, okay.
It was a beautiful day. And the fourth run, my competitor and I lined up. We made a run. Something broke on his car.
I was going to say, it looks like he was beating you in the run, and I was going to say, what happened at the end there?
Something broke towards the top end of the track. For those of you that are curious what the top end of the track would be, the speed traps, the finish line of the drag strip.
Okay.
And his car hooked left. Looks like he overcorrected and hooked right following that. So I see the car hook left, and instinctively I think that's it. He's going to hit the wall, left side. I'm good. I'm clear. Well, then the car comes back around.
Oh, no.
In my lane.
Number 16 last year, we were driving around inside the car. It was last March, talking about the pricing date to be announced for the Z06, and we were trying to decide, was Z06 actually going to hurt Stingray? And this next constraint is a new one that came out of left field. I'm going to tell you why I think that we're seeing this constraint on the final order cycles. And it's unusual because we're really going to make essentially a rolling change into 2023, but yet we have a constraint because I think that the pieces, parts, the supply chain issue, the chip issue probably is running now a little bit deeper on Corvette than we actually realize. Next order cycle, any Stingray, regular Stingray or Z51 equipped Stingray, no magnetic ride control is allowed to be ordered in that cycle. Now, why do I think that is? The launch of Z06 is upon us. When exactly, we don't know. More conversation on that in just a second. But I think that General Motors is hoarding pieces, parts, and chips to launch the Z06 in the best possible way they can. Being that Z06 will come standard with magnetic ride control is exactly why I think we're seeing it as a constraint as we end the 2022 model year. Oh yeah, you want to talk about educating the audience. Here's our number 15 most viewed video last year on the channel. I love sharing my tracking experiences, even if I make a mistake. Here's the one where I smoked my brakes. I can't even believe that I'm actually talking about this. I had no intention of ever getting another car. And actually when I got this car, I ordered it so methodically. I never thought that I'd be taking the freaking thing on the track. Then I did a little autocross, and then I got a little this, and I did a little that, and then that. Here we go, baby.
Here we go. Let's head to the back, shall we?
Okay, let's do the back. That's my cue to move. Now, you don't think the back will be as bad as the front, right?
I wouldn't think so, but we're about to find out. Yeah, the backs are just as bad.
Are they really? Wow. Top 22 videos of 2022 from our Corvette channel. Your request on today's Coffee with Conti. Video number 14 last year, September 2nd. Again, more things that we've never seen Chevrolet do. We waited forever to get pricing and information on ordering for Z06s. Finally had one order cycle, and then everything stopped. No more orders for Z06? Just announced from Chevrolet. They're talking about supply chain issue. We're going to have a gradual production ramp up for Z06 as there's way too much on the line here. We're going to stop taking orders for the balance of the year. We're not building as many Z06s as we would like to right now. It's really that simple. Also, in this latest communication we got from Chevrolet, they go on to say, we plan to sell more of this generation Corvette than any other generation in our history, and that includes a high percentage of Z06s. Our number 13 video from last year, one of our Tech Tuesday segments with Chuck and myself. More people are understanding and learning, and we try to share with you guys as much as we can, as often as we can, how much electronics are actually involved in your C8 Corvette and how difficult it is to put it in neutral. Now when you get into the scenario, what we're trying to make you guys aware of, if you had no power, the pieces and parts that we just shared with you, you can't do because the engine is not running.
Right. And even if you have a dead battery, okay? Because you have to have electronics to release the parking brake and to shift it.
Right.
Say the battery went dead.
Right.
You open the thing and you jump it.
Okay.
That's going to give you all the power in the world, but it's still not going to shift out of park unless the vehicle's running. We just showed that.
Oh, number 12 last year was a fun one. We featured the 70th anniversary Corvette Special Edition car, and because they have a different VIN sequence, how could you find out what numbered 70th anniversary Corvette you have? So truly, if you have one of these special editions for 2023, they are extra special. So, how do you tell what numbered car that you have? It's right up here on the VIN number. The 2023 70th anniversaries have a different VIN sequence. They start, if you can see this here, sorry guys for the glare, it's P55. As opposed to a non-special edition 70th anniversary car, it only has P and 15. Bunch of zeros, and this particular car is 202. Number 11 last year on our channel, another Tech Tuesday segment with Chuck and myself, is how to put your Corvette hardtop convertible into service mode and why you may want to do that. I mean, what the hell's the point? And then when you do put it up at the car shows, you've got this multi-piece part of the top kind of halfway here and this up here, so you can see it.
Demonstrate.
Exactly. All right. So this is service mode.
Well, no, we're not going to do service mode first. Everybody knows if you hit the unlock button twice and hold it, it will come up. But you have to be timely to try to stop it before this happens.
Right. Okay.
So instead of doing that, let's put it back down now.
Yeah, and you can't do that with key fobs. You got to start the car. This will be interesting for you guys. I think you'll like this one. Okay.
Now, if we just want the engine cover to come up without messing with the top, we're going to hit the lock button 2 times and hold the same button.
Okay.
Now it don't matter how long you hold it, just the engine cover is going to come up and it's going to stop and lock in place. The top never moves. You see I'm still holding the button, but the top never moves. This way you can open just the engine cover.
Oh, that's cool. All right, we're up to the top 10 now. This is by your request. We're featuring the top 22 videos of 2022 on our Corvette channel. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. Number 10 was, again, more Z06 drama last year. And at the time we did this video, no customer Z06s had been made yet. But what we shared was every Z06, those CTF cars, how many were made, including how many 70th anniversary cars. And we're going to dissect all of the Z06s. These are sellable VINs that have been made year to date this July 24th, 2022 for the 23 Z06. 96 cars have been made. These are what they call CTF cars. Oh, I'm so glad this made the top 10, and I told you pretty much the focus of the drama of all last year really was Z06. All right. Our number 9 video was my April Fool's joke talking about the 4-tier qualifications you needed to have to even have the opportunity to buy a C8 Z06. And what really sucked is once it actually came out, people said, oh my gosh, Rick's April Fool's joke came true. It was pretty believable. But here's how you must qualify to purchase a 23 Z06, and this is the only way that you'll be eligible for the first model year. There'll be 4 tiers to determine the timing of order placement. Tier 1. You must prove ownership of at least 4 prior or current Corvettes. You can do this via registration, title copies, or previous buyer's orders, and they don't have to have been purchased new. April Fools. I got you guys. This covered everybody. Previous Corvette owners, current owners, non-Corvette owners, Corvette Museum. This was a good one today, wasn't it? I don't care if you roast me in the comments or not. I hope somebody laughed. I win. April Fools, baby. I really love that. Okay, number 8, we were talking in late August, another Tech Tuesday segment with Chuck and myself, about the clear engine cover on a C8 hardtop convertible and the issues and the concerns that we had.
Yeah, I mean, for everyone that's got a coupe with the fins, they can feel the heat rising up out of it.
Coming out of it, right.
Because they get hot.
Okay.
That's why on these hardtop convertibles, not only did they put this down, but as you can see, it's got a rubber seal around the perimeter of the whole thing to seal it down to keep the heat from coming up through.
So these clear ones don't have that. And as I mentioned on last week's show, I went to the National Corvette Museum a record number of times in 2022. Last year, our number 7 video here on the channel is when I went down there in April for the NCM Bash event. I so love attending those events, and I love seeing you guys as well. I mean, we had Carbon Flash for the 2012 Centennial Edition, so I already know that that was going to be a great looking car on Corvette. But this new white pearl is so striking and is so classy. Now I know why for over 20 years so many of you said, we want a white diamond, we want a white pearl on Corvette. Congratulations, you were right. The 2022 Bash event is going on right now, right before your very eyes here at the National Corvette Museum, Bowling Green, Kentucky, y'all. Oh yeah, number 6 video on our channel last year. You guys like to see what I'm doing with the car, good or bad. I gave you the update on the damage when I broke the rear axle. Get as many as we can
There,
in.
axle 2 pieces.
As soon as I put my foot on the gas, this, oh my God, dude, does that sound awful? This happened. We're featuring the top 22 videos of 2022 from our channel. Number 5 last year was so enjoyable and so humbling to see so many of you at Corvettes at Carlisle in August. Yeah, here's a boy from Ontario.
Ottawa, Ontario.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
I was watching last night. Heard you were coming, and I said, we gotta find him. We gotta find the guy.
Thanks.
There we go. There we go.
Where are you from, man?
Erie.
Erie?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. I really do.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Outstanding.
Every week. Appreciate
Fantastic.
you.
Nice to meet you too, man. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. All right, how many more times can I tell you guys how touched I am at your acknowledgement of our efforts here on the channel? Seriously, thank you.
Somebody get a picture of this.
Yeah, man. This is cool, man.
My man Rick.
In our number 4 video last year, it's almost a direct tie-in to our number 13 video, is when STRADMAN, he's got millions of followers, when he had a C8 Z06 and he had a problem with it, couldn't get it into neutral.
I can't get the car into neutral to actually get it on the car elevator because it's a brand new Corvette. I don't know what to do. I think I can figure out the solution faster though. Come on, Rick Conti. Come on, help a brother out. Help me out. It's a race.
All right, the number 3 video on this channel last year for 2022, we talked about, this was from January of last year, we talked about Z06 allocation, a new memo that came out from Chevrolet, and everybody was taking words out of context and just making up stuff, and everybody said, oh, Z06 is going to be unlimited. And as you saw this past year, that certainly wasn't the case, and that's exactly what we told you last January, along with Chuck doing his little kiki dance. Oh, the passenger door could open. It was just the driver's door. Oh, so, okay, hang on, well, we're gonna do the real kiki. All right, so let me see what you got there. A little hold down, a little square dance, a little something. Come on, little kiki. Do you love me? Yeah, baby. Sorry you guys had to see that. And the number 2 video on our channel last year wasn't even a video we did last year. We did it years ago for C7. The 1LT, 2LT, 3LT comparison along with 1LZ, 2LZ, and 3LZ. Yes, a C8 version is coming very soon. Now, whether it's a Stingray, Z06, or Grand Sport, 2LTs and 2LZs, you'll notice them right away with these front parking cameras in the grille, one on each side. All right, before we hop in this 2LT, let me just point out we're looking at a Kalahari interior, which is only available on 2 and 3LT. The nice added thing they did just recently, 2LT cars that come with a gray, red, or Kalahari interior. You're going to pick up some extra coloring right there around the driver information center and down your grab handle. Pick a little bit more on the door panels as you see over there, seats and armrest. Just a nice little accent. Almost looks like the old 3LT. The only part that's missing would be the coloring within the passenger airbag. Now on 2LT, you get an enhancement to your power seats. You still have your power positioning right here, your power recline right here, but this button right here is a multifunctional button. Up and down will squeeze in your power side bolsters. That same button, if you push it forward or back, will increase or decrease your power lumbar. Okay, the #1 video viewed on this channel last year for 2022 was a video that aired in July, the official confirmation of C8 Z06 pricing, and we were all wrong. A statement from Chevrolet. All right, and it reads as follows. The 2023 Z06 will be available to order starting on July 28th. The ultimate supercar experience starts at $106,395. That does include the $1,395 destination charge. Man, what a year it's been. It's been a fun year. It's been educational. It's been inspirational. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support and spending all the time that you do with us here on the channel. When you come by to the dealership, the business opportunities, it really, truly means a lot to me. Hey, don't forget to join us Tuesday night. Chuck and I are going to do another Quick Tech Tuesday. We're going to revisit a subject that we talked about last week and show you really, truly the right way and why it's dangerous to do it the wrong way when you're adding 2 quarts of extra fluid to your DCT transmission. Support this channel, if you would, please, by subscribing, hit the bell notification, thumbs up this particular video, and I'd love to hear from you. Make comments down below. And don't forget all the videos that we featured in today's Top 22 of 22. Those links are down below in the description. Check those out in case you missed them. Again, thank you so much for watching today. Have a great day.